From the Detroit Free Press, I'm Robin Chan with today's Voice Briefing. It's Wednesday, November 6th, 2024.
This is Nusrat Rahman with the Detroit Free Press. Former property owners in Michigan whose homes were foreclosed and sold at auction may be able to claim any profit counties made from those sales beyond the tax debt owed. Former owners can make claims by filling out interest forms depending on when sales took place. The deadline to make a claim for leftover money from tax foreclosures before December 22, 2020 is March 31, 2025. Tax foreclosure is essentially the process by which homeowners lose their property because they didn't pay their property taxes for 3 years. The properties are then put up for sale at 2 public auctions in the fall. Earlier this year, the Michigan Supreme Court clarified a previous ruling to say that owners can make a claim on leftover proceeds from tax foreclosure sales retroactively, so before 2020. It's an opinion that could hit county coffers and potentially affect tens of thousands of former property owners. For more information, go to freep.com.
This is J.C. Reindl with the Detroit Free Press. One of the most ambitious factory-to-housing conversions ever attempted in Detroit is now underway. Developers Richard Hosey and Greg Jackson have begun redeveloping the old Fisher Body Plant number 21. The building is 105 years old and used to make auto bodies. It has sat vacant since 1993. The developers plan to convert the 6-story building into 433 apartments plus ground floor retail. That retail potentially include a grocery, such as a Trader Joe's. The project has a $154 million budget and a mid-2027 expected completion date. It's also been approved for significant redevelopment subsidies, in part because it is a brownfield site that needs some cleaning up. The apartment will be mostly market rate, but over 10% of the units will be affordable.
From Lions reporter Dave Burkett, help is here for the Detroit Lions' injury-depleted defensive line. The Lions acquired Za'Darius Smith in a trade with the Cleveland Browns on Tuesday, adding a veteran pass rusher to their defense just a few hours before Tuesday's 2024 NFL trade deadline. The Lions sent the Browns a 2025 fifth-round pick and a 2026 sixth-round pick in return for Smith, and a 2026 seventh-round pick, a team source told the Free Press. The Lions are 7-1 and have won 6 straight games. They sit atop the NFC, but have struggled to get pressure on opposing quarterbacks since Aiden Hutchinson broke the tibia and fibula in his left leg in a Week 6 win over the Dallas Cowboys. Smith should add immediate help to a pass rush that ranked 16th in the NFL in sack percentage at 7.5% entering the week. The 32-year-old has 5 sacks in 9 games with the Browns this season and 65 sacks in his career. For more on this story, you can search on Freep.com for Dave Burkett's article, Detroit Lions acquire Za'Darius Smith in trade with Cleveland Browns to bolster pass rush. Before we end today's voice briefing, we'd like to remind you to stay with Freep.com for the latest in election news. On our homepage, you'll be able to find a widget linking you to the most up-to-date election results. There, you can find the latest vote tallies for national, statewide, and county races in Michigan, provided by the Associated Press. Once again, you can find all of Freep's election coverage on Freep.com. That's Freep.com. Thanks for listening, and you'll hear more from us tomorrow.